Minecraft, there are only two types of golems you can make. An iron golem and a snow golem. But I'm just saying, we should have way more than just two of them. What if we built a netherite golem out of ancient debris just like this? Whoa. Well, you'll see that later in the video. Because today, I'm trying a bunch of different golems from the mod Golem Overhaul. From crazy tiny little guys to golems that are actually useful. So let's kick things off with this quirky little guy called the barrel golem. Now you can't actually build a barrel golem. They'll only spawn naturally in a village, like that guy over there. It's just adorable. I mean, just look at it. Now what you can do with these guys is that you can actually trade with them just like villagers with emeralds. Bro. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that these guys are super shy. So when they get scared or when they just feel like it, they'll hide inside their barrel. And well, there's not really a way to get them out of there. And when this guy hides in his barrel, it's almost indestructible. Like I'm hitting it with a netherite sword here and it's taking barely any damage. It's like its very own defense mechanism. So I guess your only option is to wait until it comes back out itself. But if you were to scare it or decide to hit it again... Oh no. And yeah, if you decide to hit it again, it will hide back in its barrel, and then you'll be able to stand on it just like this. They're kind of like shulkers, if you get what I mean. Wait, it's floating away. But yeah, if it's not hiding in its barrel, what's cool about these guys is that you can actually trade with them just like how you would with villagers. All you gotta do is just give it an emerald, and it'll go into its barrel, just like that, and drop you whatever it has in it. I wouldn't say it's the best loot. Just take all of it. Oh, 6 iron? Let's go. Okay, so maybe not all the trades are bad. So as the sun sets and the moon rises, you can see our little guy going back to its barrel to sleep. Now, no matter what you do to it, it's just gonna stay inside its little barrel until it turns day again. And when I turn it back to day, it'll wake up in the most cutest way possible. Like... look at that. Now the barrel golem isn't the only golem that spawns in villages. Because if you come to this farm over here, you'll notice the hay golem. Now this hay golem is just like the barrel golem and doesn't actually attack mobs. So you must be wondering, can we build them this time? Well, the short answer is yes. So yeah, these scarecrow-looking golems can actually be built just like a scarecrow. And they even come in different clothes as well. And since they don't got legs, they kind of just hop around like this. Kind of like they're on a pogo stick. And well, just like actual scarecrows, its main job is to actually protect your crops in a 10 by 10 radius. So if I had one near my crops, I can jump on my crops and notice how it's not getting trampled, which is usually not the case. Now for our next golem, it'll be this beehive over here. I'm just kidding, that's not a beehive. Come down here. Will you? So this is the honey golem. And yeah, they actually do act as a beehive. So if you were to punch them, a bunch of killer bees would come out and chase you. And once the bees actually brought back enough pollen to it, you notice that there's honey oozing out at the back of it. Which here's the fun part. You can actually bring a pair of shears to shear off its honey. Doing so would actually drop a honeycomb and a honey blob. Now what's this honey blob? Well, you see, the way this golem defends itself is by shooting honeys at zombies just like that. You're pretty strong. So if it gets hit, a bunch of killer bees comes out of it, and if it's trying to attack you, it will shoot out honey blobs. So what it was shooting earlier is actually this honey blob. What we can do with it is we can just throw it around. Oh no. Now using them on mobs would actually give them slowness. Not to mention, it actually deals a decent amount of damage. And apparently it doesn't affect bees. Huh, interesting. I guess the bees just eat them on impact. But yeah, overall, I'll rate the honey golem a solid 8 out of 10. And with the honeycomb you've harvested earlier, you're actually able to make another golem out of it. And then you can just place it down, but wouldn't that be crafting life? I mean, I don't see you saying we're crafting life when we build an iron golem. Like, this guy's sentient, alright? They're just a gentle guard that are loyal to protecting their villages. It's probably smarter than ChatGPT. Maybe not. But yeah, let's get back to the candle golem, shall we? Well, these guys are pretty simple golems. To give them life, you're gonna have to light them up, just like a candle. Rise, my candle golems. And here's what you can do with them. You first want to sit them down because by lighting them on fire, they'll begin to shoot fire projectiles at mobs, which is just freaking awesome. But here's the catch. If they were to use too much of their fire, do you realize how this one's a little different? Yeah, it's shorter. And it'll keep getting shorter and shorter until you eventually turn like this. So when it becomes like this, you're not gonna be able to light its tip on fire anymore, which means it only can attack by fist. Oh no! But no worries, all you gotta do is grab some honeycomb and it'll become good as new once again. You like that? And speaking of fire, here are the coal golems. Oh, they are so tiny, look at them! So yeah, right now they're pitch black and you can't even see their faces. And since they're coal, I wonder what would happen if I just light them on fire. Oh, look at that. I can see its face now. Cool. Wonder if these little guys would attack mobs, though. Oh, so right now they're just these black blobs on the ground, but the moment you light them on fire, they suddenly become aggressive and just rush to a mob to burn them. Did all of them just turn into coal? And from the looks of it, they seem like they spawn around coal ores, which makes sense, I guess. And they're actually the minions of the netherite golem, which I'll show you guys later in the video. And guess what's behind me? It's a slime golem. And as you can see, they spawn in 2 different sizes. And honestly, I don't really know what they do. Do they only just wobble around with their googly little eyes like this? Okay, now I get it. So they attack mobs. Look at them go. Look at them go. Yeah, get him. Nice. So yeah, they wobble their way towards you. Then they'll punch you with their gooey arms, which actually does quite some knockback. The way they walk is just so funny. And for that, I'll rate these guys a 7 out of 10. Now moving on. Can you guess where I am? That's right, we're at the Badlands! Because here is where we'll find the Terracotta golems. And these guys would attack mobs just like other golems. Come on, come on. Oh. So yeah, they're not really the strongest for now, because I've forgotten to mention that you can actually craft them. Now I got myself a clay golem statue, which can be placed down, and it'll start melting under the hot sun anytime now. Oh, there you go. This way, we'll be able to create a giant army. All we'll need to do is place a bunch of clay golems and let them melt in the sun. And then for the back lines, you want to give them dead bushes, which I'll explain why in a bit. And for the front lines, you're going to want to give them cactuses. Doing so, the cactus golems will come in front and attack at close range, while the ones with dead bushes on their head would throw pebbles on it. It's not really throwing at it right now, though. Yeah, it's a lot stronger. Honestly, this is a really fun golem. I like it. I'd say a 7.5 out of 10. And hey, have you ever looked at the ocean and looked at all these kelps and just wondered, I wonder if I could build a golem with them? So to build a kelp golem, we're gonna need 3 dry kelp blocks and a sea lantern. Now let's see if I remember how to build it right. Whoa, so I'm guessing these guys move a lot faster in water? No, not really. Look, it's your family. No? Okay. I really like their blue eyes. They're not actually fast or strong either, honestly. But they are golems working underwater. Because like an iron golem's not gonna be protecting your underwater base. Yeah, you're way better. So yeah, I'm thinking I would rate this a solid 6 out of 10. And finally, the netherite golem. Just like what I showed at the start of the video. To build a netherite golem, we'll need 4 ancient debris with 1 carved pumpkin. And behold, the netherite golem. I'm not sure if this is what you expected, but this is indeed how it looks. So let's see what it actually does, shall we? To start, we'll just spawn a mob out to see like its strength on how it attacks and stuff like that. So here's a ravager. And okay, so it throws it up into the air, kind of like an iron golem. Okay, I just spawned another one and, are you gonna fight? Okay, so as you can tell, it's not really the smartest golem for some reasons. But that's completely okay, because there's a feature to it that makes it 1,000,000 times better. And what's that feature, you say? Well, if we right-clicked on it... Yep, I'm riding a golem. And as you can see, you can actually control it however you want. And to attack, just hold down spacebar and it'll attack, just like that. According to how much you fill the bar, the stronger the attack becomes. So if you manage to completely fill up the bar, you'll even see explosion particles on the ground. Now, other than just riding it, there are also ways to upgrade it. Like, let's pick up a gold ingot here, right? If I right-clicked it with a gold ingot, you give it these like golden armbands, which is so cool. And it's not just for cosmetics. For example, you see these 2 netherite golems? Well, guess which one's the piglins attacking? Yeah, that's right. They attack the one without the golden armband. So basically what this does is actually make the piglins neutral towards it. So yeah, not just for cosmetics, it's actually useful. Now remember how I said that coal golems were like the minions of a netherite golem? And they're actually the minions of the netherite golem. That's because with a lava bucket, you can actually... Hey, can you look over here? Hello? You can actually like place it inside and it'll light up like a furnace. And by doing so, as you can see here, it'll be able to summon coal golems to fight for it. Oh, well, that's basically it for the Golem Overhaul mod. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to like and subscribe and let me know what was your favorite golem. I'd say my favorite would either be the honey golem or like the barrel golem, because I just love both of them so much. And if you want to try out this mod yourself, it is linked in the description, so go check it out. Do note that it is only available on Neo4j at the moment. But anyways, that is all for this video, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time, goodbye!